and welcome to the happy hour. It is me and my co-host. I was gonna research some song lyrics and I forgot because I was napping. Kevin. So instead, you just
living in America.
There you go.
Neither of us are living in America.
That is an accurate statement. And we are here.
Accurate statement. Although one of us does have the legal right to do so.
I can travel there. Well, we both have the legal right to travel there, but only you have I have the legal right to live there indefinitely.
To live there, yeah.
Yeah.
I could go there. I don't have a criminal record or anything.
Right, you could visit.
Yeah.
You could walk around and complain about things. It'd just be like being home, but usually colder or warmer or sunnier.
Like the people in the film we watched last night visited America.
Oh, right. So the reason we were doing this movie tonight is because we can only hold one movie review in our heads at a time.
Yeah.
Last night.
Not just that, but I need to cleanse my mind of Iron Sky.
We watched Iron Sky. Which is going to be our next movie.
I'll be honest, it's genuinely affected me.
Not in a good way. You want to talk about it? I'm here for you, Kevin.
Well, I can't help but feel you're being a little bit sarcastic. Whereas actually, I was genuinely... It has fried my soul.
You want to explain that? What is the guy saying? Elaborate.
It's not just awful and offensive in any number of ways. It's, as previously discussed between me and Kristi off air, it thinks it's self-aware and it still isn't, which makes it so much worse than just like White Chicks, which isn't self-aware.
Trying to be, but failed.
Yeah. And it's got all I'll say is Nazis in space.
On the moon.
Well, yeah, but that's in space, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes.
That's extraterrestrial, Kristi, please.
But moon Nazi is really all you, like I said, that's all you should really know going into it. Because I've tried to explain it to you. Imagine if I had tried to explain Iron Sky to you before we watched it.
I'd have said, that doesn't make any fucking sense. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so just do it live. Just let it wash over you.
Although, to be honest with you, it's one of those films that I could have done with maybe a content warning. For how soul-destroying it would be.
I didn't think it was that bad, but anyway.
No, it is. Because it's Nazis as well. Like, Zardos doesn't make any sense, but it's about fictional people in a fictional place doing nothing.
Save it. We're here to do Leap, Rise of the Beast, but we're just previewing Kevin's emotional angst over Iron Sky.
Yeah, and we're going to have to do that. I'm going to have to go through it again, screenshot it, because unlike Kristi, I do proper screenshots. I put some fucking effort into this show, unlike some people.
Yeah, I don't do anything.
No, she didn't do anything. I'm only joking. That's literally the opposite of the thing. Yeah, and it's shit. But so is Leap, Rise of the Beast. Oh, that's also a shit film. Just amazing. Less Nazis.
Yeah.
Although as much bigotry, but mostly against Catholics instead of Jews. So.
Yes, it's just aimed at the canon of hate is aimed at a different group. And it managed...
Well, the canon of hate.
Yes.
Because it's literally a canon double N as well. Because it's aimed. It's a gun.
Mm-hmm. A cannon aimed at a cannon. Got it. But what's amazing about Leap, Rise of the Beast is that you would think that the first movie someone would make would be the worst. And then the next one would get better.
And it didn't.
And it just didn't.
No. I mean, to be fair, they did clearly, but El Director, as you can see at the bottom there, El Director Vision, that's what he calls himself. Mm-hmm. He's not Latinx by the looks of things at all.
No, he's so
in any
white.
Respect. He's arguably whiter than me, which I didn't think was possible, but it happened. Yeah, clearly he bought like an editing suite, some software.
As we found out in the commentary section.
There's one genuine piece of footage which makes it look almost like it's going to be a proper film, where you see a zoom in from space and it goes like, it does the zoom in through the clouds and then the skyline and boom, down to the street. And you think, oh wow, that looks like a proper film bit. And then nothing. And then it's all
he bought that on this, that was just part of... All right,
and there are
part
like
of his,
two establishing shots, and that's about it. That's literally the only improvements.
Package.
The rest of it, rubbish.
Yes. All right, so we're going to look at Leap, Rise of the Beast. And the summary for this is just as bad as the last one, I think. Also not accurate. All right, as we'll see.
I need to do a screen share then, don't I? There we go.
Oh, yeah, you should put this up on Twitch.
Apologies, yeah.
Definitely. In the near future, the world leaders have given up their power to Vatican City. Not exactly true. They give it up to YouGov. But we don't mention YouGov.
Who's the name of the dictator who's called YouGov?
While most rejoice at the thought of world peace and religious tolerance, Shane Turner and his Leap crew aren't buying it. You know what they're also not doing in the Leap crew? Any fucking leaping. Yeah. there is no parkour basically in this movie.
No, not really. There's one runny bit.
Yes.
That's about it.
If it involves hopping over railings or sliding across park picnic tables, they've got that covered for you.
I don't know why cause that's the thing. If you don't have someone already who's good at parkour, who you can build a story based around parkour with, why did he even add parkour to the thing? Why was that ever a point?
I guess that's the ministry, man. Anyway, but yes, all good questions.
And I love the way this is worded. Whilst most people rejoice at the thought of world peace and religious tolerance, Shane Turner is a bigoted cunt who thinks, actually, fuck all that world peace and tolerance bullshit. What we want is anti-Catholic bigotry.
Yes, because the summary continues. It's not long before they identify the papal power as the beast of revelation and speak out against it. Again, it's not long. Felt like a long time. Felt like it took an awful long time to get to that point. And then this is the best. In response, the Vatican sets out to hunt down the Leap crew. Yeah,
just a group of like 4 early 20s failed actors in the Seattle area.
Yes.
That's what the Catholic Church, which now, need we remind you, runs the world.
Yes, the entire world at this point.
These 4 absolute dipshits in the Washington state area need to be tracked down by the Vatican because they're a real danger somehow.
Yeah. The end has begun. I don't know how,
because presumably they've taken on the world's nuclear weapons and shit, and tanks and guns.
Yeah, everything.
But these 4 unarmed dipshits, well, unarmed apart from 2 sais/katanas on the wall. Other than that, they've got no weapons, no way of really fighting back against the Vatican other than with really ridiculous out of context biblical scripture. But apparently they're a threat somehow to the organization which runs the world. Naturally.
Yes. Do you want to hear that rating I was talking about?
Please do.
All right. So it's got a 4.4 on IMDb. And I thought,
out of what?
10.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's still too high.
I'm surprised it's got a positive rating.
I think that's the director and all his family, pretty much. Remember?
Presumably, yeah. Although it's good to see 34 people bothered.
Yeah, again, the director and his family.
Yeah, no, it is Seattle, isn't it? That they're near.
It doesn't really say, but it feels like Seattle. Like
where was we looked up the thing?
Right,
wasn't
Gonzaga.
It? Gonzaga, which I seem to recall that being Seattle
or maybe Washington. Yeah, something like that. But that kind of West Coast.
Well, yeah, Washington State.
West Coast.
Well, the locations: Spokane, Washington, USA. That's close enough. Seattle's big enough, I think. That's basically all of Washington State. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's Seattle and Moby Dick. That's all.
That's what it looks like, basically. Yes. Yeah. All right, so here we go.
Oh, it's already good. The title is Tripe. Oh, yes. Oh, pour it on me.
All right. Honestly, I couldn't get through enough of this to even decide if it deserved a rating at all.
Yes.
Is that, okay. As much as I am a fan of the end time genre, and trust me, I've seen most of them, from Omen to Left Behind and everything in between.
I've seen Left Behind. Left Behind's amazing. One of the worst films ever. Sorry, go on.
Budget isn't always an issue, but this one showed its budget, or lack thereof, and its one fight scene I saw was quite ridiculous. Yes, you can make a great film on a small budget as long as the story is there, but this lacked any production value at all, and even the acting was poorly done. Whether it is biblically sound, I don't know, because it was too horrid to even make it to the point. I wish luck to those behind this film in their future endeavors, but please make sure you actually have production skills.
7 out of 7 people found this review helpful.
Hell yes. Yeah. Oh, there's 4 user reviews.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Rating of 9.4. Seriously?
Oh, I haven't even bothered
so they clearly artificially boosted it and then naturally got down to 4 point. whatever it was.
From Twinkle Adams from 2012. I wonder who Twinkle Adams is. They write, finally a film not afraid to dig into important subjects.
What?
So that's obviously like the director's family. And then there's someone else going, I haven't bothered to post a review before, but after 15 minutes of this tripe, I felt compelled, and especially as an overrating of 9.4, which is totally misleading.
I was kind with a 2 rating. Save yourself the trouble and avoid.
All right, so that's just giving you a little bit of a sense of what we're going to get into. Because the movie itself is not that long.
Well, having watched the first one, we had to watch the second one.
Yeah, and having watched this, we had to watch the director's commentary.
Yeah. Oh, the director as well. Oh, it made it so much worse. Yes, I know Moby Dick was in the Atlantic, but they come out of the ports around Seattle, don't they? The story's based in Washington, isn't it?
I didn't read it. Don't know.
Oh, you did not read one of the great classics of American literature?
I've not read
Get
so
out.
many. I've not read so many great classics. Well, I am a heathen.
Portland is about an hour in. Well, Portland's Oregon. So that's a different state.
Correct.
So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I read it when I was about fucking 15.
All right,
I'm more than double that. Anyway. The director's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, because there's so many points. Like, we all the way through this, we were laughing about like the lighting, the production values, the acting. And he keeps going, oh, I love the lighting in this scene. Why? It's shit.
And also he confirmed that he has his actors do all their lines without proper audio and then come back and ADR all of the audio back in afterwards. They do that movie fucking twice.
Which is
why?
Which would be bad if they were paying for those actors. Those actors are doing that twice for free.
Yes.
Well, that guy's an idiot. Just why not record it normally once, and then if you have to re-record anything for whatever reason,
bits.
Yeah, that's fine. Especially because you can do remote recording and send it via, MP3 links and stuff. That's fine. So you don't necessarily have to have like an actor in a studio with you at any point to do the second recording. But it's pointless. Why not just have them mouth the words then? Like, you're not recording it properly. And then you've got them to record it twice. And the audio in one scene is so bad that it sounds like the air conditioning's on max and they're whispering. Like, you can barely make out what they're saying.
Yeah, you can tell why he didn't have the original. Just turn the air conditioning off, mate. Just turn it off. Leave it off. Oh, the other thing that we learned was that he was editing this up until, like, on the day it was being premiered. He was still working on finishing it. He did, like, an all-nighter like you do for an essay. Because he hadn't organized his work properly.
Really, really dumb.
Yeah. So anyway, well, we get basically.
Sorry, I'm looking at where Moby Dick comes from now. It's annoying me. Sorry.
All right.
It's only for the people on Twitch, but I'm looking at.
Oh well, it's for the people on YouTube too, because they're all going off in the chat about Moby Dick and various West Coast cities.
You mentioned one American classic, and it's fucking crazy.
It is. This is why I don't read books.
It's exactly reading. Reading is for communists. Manhattan. Ishmael travels from Manhattan Island, Bedford, Massachusetts, with plans. Blah de blah. He travels from there to where? Oh, this is really confusing. Wikipedia. Tell me where it is. It's you dickheads.
Do you want me to just look up Moby Dick, Washington?
No.
Well, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm getting nothing.
But it's not even. Just tell me. Why doesn't it say it's set in such and such a place?
Where did you think it was?
I thought it was in Seattle or thereabouts. But
4 things you didn't know. Captain Ahab's first mate was sort of the inspiration for a Seattle-based coffee company.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's Starbucks.
Okay, well that's the only link I see.
Okay. Well. Country United States. Yeah, we need to narrow it down slightly. we don't need to do anything. It's nonsense.
So it looks like it's Manhattan. So, are you ready to move on?
No, it's on the
now?
other side, isn't it? It's not in Manhattan, surely.
Manhattan Island. Sorry, it's from New York State. You said Bedford for sure. Massachusetts. I'm sorry. You said.
Yeah, that's list of Moby Dick characters. Yeah, Pacific. Hang on. Ahab heads for the equatorial Pacific Ocean via Southern America.
Okay, he's going to go around the tip. He's going to go, yeah.
That's what she said, yeah. Go around the tip.
Okay, can we settle this Moby Dick base?
See what we did.
Yeah, and then you want to know what port he's going to?
Yeah.
Why this is a movie review. We're like already 10 minutes in. 15 minutes in, we haven't got anything close to being done.
Fuck's sake.
Someone in the
I'll be distracted by Dick now. So.
Well, how is that different from every other show, though?
Exactly.
Sorry.
So anyway, my first... Oh, yeah, well, we should say this this film inspired some of my, I think, greatest single-sentence notes ever.
Yeah. You read them back to me, and they were hilarious. Oh, you were going to do them before. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catholic radio police.
That's the thing that happens.
That's good. Assassin dude cardboard box head punch. Underarm execution. Magic woman repairs leg.
That's the thing that happens.
Mormonism equals Nazis equals New Age. And I think Kristi's favourite, green screen fat ninja.
Green screen fat ninja would be a band name if it wasn't.
It's amazing, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So, yes, that's what you guys have to look forward to now. Now, Leap Rise of the Beast is thankfully under an hour and a half long. So and actually, like, the review of it is going to go much faster because so little happens in this movie.
It's not exactly action-packed.
Oh, no. No. All right, so the first thing we talked about was the crappy text. I'm just going to zoom out for this. Look at this text. It's impossible to read, y'all.
Yeah. I think that's the neutralization font or something from Windows. It's unreadable because it's only on the screen for like 2 seconds.
Look at this mess here in Blessed. It's just complete blur. So that's money we got. He actually looked at that and went, yeah, that's good. That's good right there. All right. Here's something confusing because in this, you know how it says here down here, like breaking news, live and all that? Even in the credits, she's listed as a news anchor. But we know what she really is, Kevin, because we watched the commentary.
Yeah, it wasn't, because at no point are you told the importance of this person, right?
No.
They are the propaganda minister for the Vatican, who now run the earth, but she's also doing the breaking news broadcasts on TV.
And she's not like, she's stood there like a news reporter with a microphone, not a bunch of microphones, in a and it was obviously like, it looks like the BBC studio. It looks like the One show, like with that white couch in the background.
No, the proper name for it is the BNN.
The BNN, the British News Network.
British News Network, yes. Yeah. With a 12-year-old doing the 10 o'clock news, yeah. But
in the commentary, we learned she's actually the propaganda minister.
So she's now one of the most important people in the world, because the Catholic Church run the world, and she is the propaganda minister for the Catholic Church. But like I say, she's doing breaking news bulletins in the Washington area.
Yes. Does that make sense? No. It doesn't make any sense at all. No.
And she's also got a comically racist Hispanic accent.
Yes, because he wanted something kind of ethnic.
Yeah, because we're not racist. We're just doing silly racist voices, which means we're down with the coloureds.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then we cut to...
And no. We cannot forget, in the director's commentary,
right.
amazing phrases, including, I'm not saying the Asians are backward,
God.
but...
Well, what are we going to...
Seriously, if you want to see an American Alan Partridge, watch the director's commentary. It's amazing. He gets a text from his girlfriend halfway through, and rather than stopping it, he just like, oh, okay, oh right, yeah, she's just getting
traffic is bad.
Traffic is bad. This is supposed to be a movie review. What are you doing? You fucking crazy bastard. Anyway, yeah, he's quite racist.
Yes.
In case you didn't know.
You know, Kevin, how a lot of times movies will start slow and they'll build up and there'll be a lot of excitement at the end of the movie?
Yes.
Well, Leap, Rise of the Beast just flips that on its head.
Well, no, not really, because that would suggest there was excitement at the start.
Well, there's running and chasing.
There's running, and the most embarrassing fight scene in history. But I wouldn't say. I mean, by comparison to what follows, it is exciting.
Yes.
But then again, I don't know, like that exciting. Even by comparison, it doesn't seem exciting. It's just less boring.
Action. How about this? There is more action at the start than at the end.
Things happen. Yes.
Yes. So we meet. I think this is Luke, if I remember correctly.
What have I marked him down as? Scruffy twat. Is what I've written.
So the scruffy twat.
Because I didn't know his name at the time, so my notes just say scruffy twat running.
There he is.
There he is. Then this guy who's supposed to be a police officer, even though he's clearly 15, like, what?
And instead of like...
That face has never seen a hair growing out of it. What are you talking about?
What's hilarious about this is that instead of actually like being out of breath, he just sort of grimaces at things. Yeah, I'll just play that scene because we get a close up here.
Oh, yeah,
that's him out of breath.
Yeah, and he's definitely got like a proper earpiece there. You can tell. And we should also say that the propaganda minister announced that they've replaced the dollar with the euro.
Oh, right, yes, because that's a good. Yeah, that would stabilize the economy.
To replace the most successful currency in the history of our species with, what at the time was a less than decade old, very unstable at the time. Although it's gotten better since, but yeah, there's no way. Just no. Stop.
All right. So they continue to run.
Yeah. Police chase. Shit fight.
Oh, yeah. They corner him in an alley. There's a...
Yeah.
I can't... Who's one?
Hang on. There's a bit of ass there.
Yeah.
That was almost an interesting bit of ass. There you go.
Was that Luke? Was that scruffy twat? Boom, boom.
No,
that's
parkour guy.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. We should probably go back and... Yes, because he shows up briefly. That's very exciting.
Yeah. Also, why is the police officer dressed like some, I don't know,
that was the best
karate expert or something?
That was actually the best bit of parkour in the whole freaking movie.
Yeah, he jumps over a still car.
We should enjoy it because it's literally, that is the most talented parkour move we've seen in across two films.
Yeah. See, that's parkour guy.
Yeah, he doesn't do shit.
Well, you say that.
Well, he doesn't, though.
You say, no, hang on, wait, because apparently that's also a police officer that's 17.
Yes, and in a leather
but he
coat.
does have a leather coat, so
that makes him
much
look
more
official.
So they're going to beat the shit out of Scruffy Twat.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird hippie stoner dude, and then parkour guy.
Ooh, with the background blown out because he doesn't want you to fight. This is the shittiest fight.
Yeah, and it's so rubbish. And then the slowest head on wall thing, and then rubbish, absolute rubbish. Yeah, he's dead. Apparently that killed him. Must have hit him on the temple. Yeah. Anyway, so that's about as exciting as this film gets.
Right there, that was it. You've just seen the most exciting bits of the whole thing. So he finds out that he's been stealing stuff, and Shane, Flyboy, curses him out, saying, "You're going to give us all a bad name." He's like, "Why didn't you come to me for help?" And the guy's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you are. What are you talking about? And the whole point they're setting up with this is that if you remember from the first movie, the supposed grain of rice-sized thing, which is much bigger than the grain of rice, but never mind, implant, which is going to be like the new form of currency. And if you don't go to Catholic church on Sundays, then you don't get to eat, basically.
Yes.
So, because he refuses, because he's a good Protestant kid or some shit, he has to steal food because he doesn't have an implant.
Yes, that's the basic premise is they're controlling the world through these chips.
That's almost parkour. Technically, it's just climbing.
It's
kind of parkour.
I think of parkour as going over things, not like up them.
He went over a thing.
Yeah. And now we go back in time.
He went over the quinge or even cringe.
Yes.
Quotient.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we go back 2 years. Oops. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. And we're still in the same shitty set that we were in before.
Yeah, literally exactly the same.
It is. It's the same tat in the back corner. They've done nothing in this house since the first filming. It's literally all the same shit.
Exactly the same thing. Tiki masks.
Yep.
Size on the wall.
Except there is a new... Sorry. There's a new movie this time.
There is a new movie. I noticed this because I have the eyes of a tiger. There's a copy of Leap 1, that is, in the DVD rack. So in the universe in which this takes place, the Leap movie exists, which is ridiculous.
Yep. So then he's watching these two white guys because, of course, talk about religion and this new universal church that's being set up, and there's a lot of exposition. But
what I like is apparently this organization which can run the world and therefore has the resources of all of mankind at its disposal, they can only manage to get production values of public access TV for their interviews, which is good.
Yes, and you'll notice that basically all of these things are lit from one side. And that's because he only really had one.
He had one bulb. Yeah. So when we joked about him having 1 point lighting, that was just true.
It's just true, yes. He was going on and on about how beautiful this lighting was. I'm like, but is it though?
No, it's shit.
So
first off, you'd naturally have better lighting in a house.
Just for the window
general.
Open.
Why would you have one side of your house in like total darkness?
Right. I guess to
doesn't make any sense.
Atmospheric. And we find out that not only is Tina gone, but Michael is gone too. I was like, what the fuck happened to Michael?
Yeah, he was the Eastern European guy. It's never explained where the other vaguely foreign brown girl went.
No, Sierra, that's who he's just talking to. He's on the phone with her now. Sierra, I know, I'm sorry. Tina and Michael are gone. Like,
yeah, but she doesn't. But she doesn't appear in the film, does she?
No, she never shows up.
So what happens then? Why is she only on the phone, but they're still in contact, but he's not in contact with the other two?
Well, Tina's dead, and Michael, I don't know what it was. When he says Tina and Michael are gone, does he mean that? Don't know.
Well, apparently the European Union and America are one country, so he didn't get deported anymore, did he?
He just got moved around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it wasn't the European Union; it was just Europe.
Oh yeah, so just Europe, even better. So even if he was from like, I don't know, Belarus or something, which isn't in the EU, that's part of Europe. That'll do. They're all one country now.
Oh, another thing we learned on the commentary, much like Zardos, that El Director sort of like produced the movie and directed the movie and lit the movie and filmed the movie and edited the movie and did the sound production. He did everything.
Which is why everything is shit.
Yeah, he has this sort of, when he talks, I get the sense having watched his commentary, he said, I didn't, like go to film school. I just got a camera and started doing stuff. I'm like, yeah, why would you want to learn from experience?
It shows, mate.
And he also had another piece of advice on something like, don't go and study, what other people have said. Just jump into yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, and we were literally commenting like, yeah, don't go and learn from people who have made masterpieces.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Well,
what can you possibly learn from the best people in the field?
He does.
That's silly.
He does reference some other famous directors, which we'll get to. We don't want to shoot.
Oh, he compares himself to Sergio Leone. I can't not mention that. You just reminded me.
You're literally going to get the entire content of this review out in the first 15 minutes, and we're having nothing to talk about now.
There's nothing to talk about. He compared himself to Sergio Leone, and I wanted to slap him in Minecraft.
So getting back to the film plot structure, sort of, we get him basically like taking care of the Tina Michael Sierra issue by just shunting them to one side.
Yeah. He also says President YouGov has done away with faith.
Yes.
Even though he's literally saying you have to go to church. So
right.
Clearly that's not true. It can be a different kind of faith, but that's still a faith, isn't it?
So now he's living in this collective with the.
Also, let's not. I've got establishing shot with 4 exclamation points.
Oh
after
right,
it, Kristi.
Yes. Here we go. That's it.
Establishing shot.
Establishing
so we
shot.
know where we are.
Yes.
Okay, it's Michael's apartment. Good.
Mm-hmm. Or this is new
not
living place. Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, it seems like a collective kind of. A bunch of people seem to live there.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit Manson clan. If you don't, it just seems a little bit. Yeah, a little bit harem.
So we get an actual establishing shot before cutting to an interior shot. Exterior to interior. Amazing.
Because they are sort of also a religious cult who are planning to do violence. So there is a strong Manson vibe.
Well, the women are always in the kitchen usually cooking things.
Yeah.
If they're not asking dumb questions, they're in the kitchen. They have a great menu of rice and apples. So, that's going on.
And at one point, one of them says the world already hates Christians, and I thought they're so desperate to be oppressed.
They are. They want so much.
In what way does the world hate Christians? And I know you don't really consider Catholics to be Christians, but they are.
Mm-hmm.
So, how exactly when the Catholic Church runs the world?
I'm just going to leave that out there.
How would that work at all?
I honestly don't even remember. This is one of the scenes where I don't even know what happened. Mostly, what happens is they go to this room and they have bullshit conversations. And then people ask, well, why is that happening? And that's pretty much a lot of the movie. Look at how darkly lit this is.
They have poorly lit expositional conversations in this man's living room.
Repeatedly.
And that's it.
Repeatedly.
That's the movie.
Yes. That is most of the movie, true.
Yes. This dude's I feel slightly sorry for because he's clearly like the beta. Let's be honest. That's what he is. Yeah, he's second in command. And then, actually, he's fourth in command because the ladies are more authoritative than him. He gets slapped around metaphorically, basically.
Flyboy still has this random fucking stick next to...
Still has a random stick and the copy of Leap.
Yeah, you can't see it, but it's right there. We'll see a better shot of it.
Copy of Leap in the movie Leap 2.
Right. So they also have another establishing shot, an exterior.
It's a good it's establishing shot. They're going to a bakery in Delhi. Cool. Okay. At 2916 whatever street. Mm-hmm. And they've got good trash collection facilities nearby. Good, solid establishing shot. The next bit, my fucking head melted.
All right, because look who it is. Did-dee. Oh, where? I can't. I'll have to go back. It's not letting me do it. So just let it play out.
Yeah, and you go, they're going to talk to some person who's in the know for some reason.
Yeah,
but she
some
works
new
in a bakery in Delhi in Spokane, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows all about the Vatican. Oh, literally, it's a different character played by the same fucking actress.
Now she just works. She's Ola or something working in a shop.
Yeah. You remember from the first movie, that's his now ex-girlfriend.
The one who shot Tina.
The one that shot Tina was a crucial part of the film. But you think, well, okay, so she's not going to be in this film, so they got the actress to play a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing. Yeah, and it's the same actress. So continuity be damned. And now all I can think is, well, that's the girlfriend from the previous film. Why are they acting like she's someone else now? What?
Also, she's really still doing the whole like Rachel hair look, like from Friends still.
Well, it's 2011, so Friends had only just finished. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's probably
within the acceptable time range.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was within the 5-second rule of haircut equivalence.
That's it, which is like 18 months on either side.
Exactly.
Then they learn that there is a language being spoken through the radio on all of the frequencies.
Yeah, across AM and FM, and 2011, so presumably digital as well.
You want to tell the story that we learned in the commentary? Because you sort of alluded to it already.
Did I?
Yeah, about when he tried to run it backwards, and then it sounded...
yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, again, racist. Really racist. He started going on about... He was saying it backwards or something. No, he wanted to play... He was reading scripture, but playing it backwards, and it sounded like... And then started doing weird kind of... in Hebrew, and he started saying it sounded a bit like Chinese or something, like ching chang chang, like literally. And I was like, "Oh my!" He did not just say that. No. Yeah, and I think this is the scene where he compares himself to Sergio Leone, and I wanted to shoot him in Minecraft. Yeah,
when he saw that Crystal's—that's her name, right? Or Sweetheart Crystal's character, right? Was back in the film. He's like, oh yeah, I just pulled a Sergio Leone and recast her in a different spot or a different part. We're like, you're not Sergio Leone.
No,
Look at your shot composition, man.
Yeah.
Nothing about this is Sergio Leone.
Just half of her head is out of the screen for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, you're awful at this. He then, in the same scene where he says, oh, I'm like Sergio Leone, he says, the only guy that, I called him Haircut, because he's got a haircut. The guy that was stacking the stocks, the shelves. He said the only reason he was in the film is that the people who own the store that he's filming in said you can film here if he's in the film.
Yes. So you have to put him in the movie.
Only quite went with that as one of his like casting criteria.
Yeah. So they're sharing with Ola. I think that's her name. Let me just check really quick.
Dave.
Oh no, Crystal. She's not even listed here. I thought she was called. Anyway, she doesn't get a credit, I guess.
Bad guy number 8 gets a credit.
Yeah, but not her. Where are the other bad guys? Number 8.
She get well. I'm gonna break the spoiler here. She gets murdered in this film, and she doesn't even get a credit.
People are so disappointed now, Kevin, to know that she's gonna die. So they're trying to explain to her this. I think it's the Catholics are behind everything.
Yeah,
theory.
The Catholics are behind everything. But I like what he did in the director's cut. He mentions that although he's not a Pentecostal, the rest of the actors in this are like a bunch of random Pentecostals. And I was like, he's even shitting on other Protestants as well now.
Yes, he was talking about the role of speaking in tongues and...
or something. Yeah, and I just like, oh my God. So basically, unless you completely agree with me, you're evil.
Yes. Oh my gosh, 2 establishing shots in a row. 2 externals. But yeah, they've figured out that the Catholic Church is the beast, I think is what's happening. And they're trying to check out their sources to see if it's true. Like, but who are these fucking sources?
And then there's this really random bit where for no reason he runs around a field and in a tree.
Because, that's what Flyboy spends most of his time running. Because he just runs.
But the director... why does he run around the tree? What is the point of that?
And
why didn't he just cut straight across the fucking field?
In the flat again.
Yeah. And not just that, but he's talking as if... He's talking as if he's the first Protestant fucking bigot who's ever gone, you know what, I reckon the Catholic Church might be the beast. Yep. Like that hasn't been a thing that's existed since forever. Since fucking Protestants have existed.
Yes. So should we actually have a listen to the audio on the radio?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Same thing, every station, just like Olia said.
Can you figure out what it's saying?
I don't know, it almost sounds like Hebrew or something.
Sneaky Jews. Ugh.
Now, should we just, I think it's we can just discuss it now. The role of this radio signal coming from the mountains. What is this in the terms of the plot, according to the director of the movie?
I can't remember what he said it was, but it doesn't mean anything.
It's a MacGuffin.
MacGuffin, sorry, yes. Yeah. The reason that they're doing the thing. But it isn't.
No.
They don't know. There's no point to it. You could remove it from the movie and it wouldn't make any difference.
No, you could absolutely remove this from the movie. I agree, yes. And there's totally no point in having this.
So it's literally not the reason they're doing it. It's not a motivation in the slightest. It's just creepy and weird.
It's creepy and weird.
Unnecessary.
And at the end of the movie, they go to the mountain to find the source of the radio. But really, what brings the attention of the Vatican is some ministry videos that they're uploading where they basically insult people.
Yeah, they go out in the streets and he shouts at people about them being not good enough Christians.
All right.
So which most people just go, fuck off. What are you saying this to? I don't care.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah, and they figure out the Catholic Church is bad because they moved the day of worship from Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be this universal faith that's going to be accepting of everybody. And oh my God, we have to do we have to do this line. We have to show.
Yeah, there is a specific line which is one of the funniest things ever. Oh yeah. They go into the two. Did you know back in 2011 they had the internet?
Well, I was thinking more about the sex or the bigotry, but yeah.
I'm setting up the bigotry. So they go on the internet.
Yes.
Very, very, very good stuff. And there's one particular line which again mirrors the the thing earlier from accepting of all people and being tolerant and world peace. But Michael's not having any of it.
No.
Why would the Vatican do this?
Vatican City signed a new religion into effect today. They're accepting of everyone. They're even allowing gays and women to preach to the congregations.
Gays and women.
They're allowing, people who have a different sexual preference from straight and women oh my gosh, people's sexual preferences and their sexual identity can't define them anymore. Oh,
gays
no.
and woms are going to be allowed to talk in public.
Yes, allowed to preach to the congregation.
This is an outrage up with which I shall not stand.
Yes, or put even.
Whatever. I'm too angry for words.
Yes, this is it. This is it. This is their terrible world. Is where people get to stand up and preach to other people. That's horrible.
Yeah, accepting the gays and women. I've literally got that written down. Universal religion. And apparently they've abandoned the Bible. It doesn't say that.
Right, yes. The Catholic Church abandons the Bible.
Yeah.
So here he is. He's got his all marked up shit Bible, where he's drawn all over it with random stuff.
Which seems, I'll be honest, that seems a little bit sacrilegious. Mm-hmm. But, okay.
And then he's got his flow chart with a string attached to different pictures on his wall.
Yeah, but he's got tiki masks still, so that's good.
Yes, and shit lighting. Still shit lighting everywhere.
Awful lighting, which makes some of the characters look like they're in bright daylight and some of them in front of a fucking fireplace or something. And then this guy,
and his t-shirt.
He's still got the parkour t-shirt.
No, but he's got it. He's using it as art. Yeah. He's using his own clothing as art.
I think he's the director's such a pseudo intellectual fucking knob that he thinks that's a clever callback. I'll put the t-shirt in the background. Oh God, I'm so clever. But seriously, honestly, I'm so clever.
Who the hell hangs his shirt up unless it's a jersey from a sports team?
Or maybe it's got the lipstick mark from a woman I love or something, like some significance. Yes. That's just a parkour t-shirt.
But now it's art, man.
But now it's art, yeah. Imagine the tiki mask carver and painter who put all that love and effort into that, and it's just next to a fucking $2 store fucking t-shirt printout. Fuck's sake.
So they go on and on about the Bible and Paul and what this says, and they just put together their bullshit.
It's just more just an excuse to do a fucking Bible reading.
Oh, that's a good shot of Leap in that.
Yeah, exactly. There it is.
Here.
Yeah, not just that, but again, this is look. You can tell the question, even though she's got some notes on her hand. So well done on learning your script. But I didn't notice that before. No. But yeah, the questioning hand there, because even though these are all the Christians, hardcore Christians who are in this weird cult who are trying to stop the Catholic Church or something, they don't seem to know anything about the Bible or what's in it.
Nope. They're constantly asking.
They're like, well, what does that mean?
Where did you learn that? And he has to
explain in detail his weird conspiracy theory Alex Jones version of Bible stories.
Oh God, yes. And then they talk about how the Pope is the Son of God, and that means the Vicar of God, and he wants it to mean standing in for God. So
he starts doing some weird, almost sort of numerology shit or something about with the Latin, and you're just like,
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is hilarious.
Yeah. Right, so he rubs out the previous drivel he's put there. Starts
nothing was
whatever
lost.
The Latin for it is, and he's like, well, if you add up these numbers, they add up to 666 or some shit. And you just
Vicar in English.
Yeah, and then Philaday or something. In Latin. And you think, what? And they add up to 666. So therefore, the Pope is the devil. What? What the fuck does that? Yeah, exactly. Alex Jones. I've got the Vatican documents. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's awful. Yeah. If you choose any random collection of words, right, and you choose them in different languages, you can make them add up to any number ever. That doesn't mean anything.
And
it's
also,
nothing.
Yes. Also, just on the lighting again, only one side lit, and then you get this line. What is this shit? Wire hanging down.
Well, there's another wire. There's a white wire next to it.
Oh yeah, here as well.
So there's wires, random bits of plant,
shadow, and then a shadow of a wang on his head. Right there, it looks like that could be a shadow of a penis.
Is that a poster of a blobfish or some dough? I don't know.
But this shot composition is so awful.
He's awful. This film is fucking wank. It's arguably worse than last time.
It is. Because at least last time they went outside.
He wants between $500,000 and $1 million to make a third version. Oh my! I mean, even as fucking craven and shit as the Koch brother, because there's only one left.
Yeah.
Lol. Or fucking the Sheldon Adelson, or whoever the fuckers that do the money for Dave Rubin and PragerU and all the rest of it. Even they would look at this and go, "No, we're not funding this. This isn't worth the money." Like fucking Lauren Chen is shit, but we'll give her money because at least she's like pretty.
She can hire people to do stuff.
This is nothing. I'm not giving you money. The fuck.
And again, he was loving the lighting. I don't know why.
Because the back of his neck is so dark and the front is so light. It looks like he's in front of a raging fire. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yep. All right.
Quite derp there. Anyway.
Very derp. There's some of those moments. I mean, I just keep literally people in a room is all this is. So then,
and he has a close up of him tying his shoelaces for no reason. What's that about?
There you go.
Honest to God.
Very exciting. Anyway. Then I guess basically he goes to warn her. I don't know.
Why doesn't he realise this woman looks exactly like his ex-girlfriend murderer?
We kept wondering
that not
this.
A thing for him?
We kept going, that's the one. She's the one who did it, because they're saying Crystal, nobody knows where she is or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
These characters don't even know who this other person is, but that's her. She's the woman working in the shop as a different person. And
then we get the miracle. Do you remember?
Oh,
the miracle of understanding the language magically.
Yeah, magically, all of a sudden, it goes from being basically it goes from them talking about the radio goes from being Hebrew to English, but that's supposed to be a miracle because now they can understand Hebrew,
like in tongues.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Are you hearing this?
The seventh is the Sabbath of the Lord.
Yeah, it's in English now.
In it thou shalt not
Courtney!
do any work. For in 6 days
for the lead crew, they just lay around a lot.
The sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the seventh day and hallowed it.
Also, why would the Catholic Church have a problem with the Bible being broadcast on the radio?
I have no idea.
But it clearly just goes from being in Hebrew to English.
Yes. Or they magically understood it, just like this Holy Spirit. That was the whole Pentecostal thing, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, no, that's literally what they mean, but that's not what actually happened.
No. Or maybe it switched over to English for 30 seconds and then switched back to Hebrew, which is a much simpler explanation.
Yeah. But I think that's how the Jews get you. Yes. They creep in through your ears. And then you can understand Hebrew, and you're now magically a secret Jew like me.
Sorry, look at the subtitle.
Never been more sure of the breasts. I haven't either. So I am certain that they exist.
So yes, basically now that they know that it's a Catholic Church, apparently she's in danger or something. And then he comes home and they tell him about the magical broadcast where suddenly they could understand it.
Yeah.
No idea.
Load of bollocks.
Look at that.
But YouGov surrenders to the Vatican.
Yes.
Yeah. And then enter the Catholic radio police. Who are these two twats who also can't act?
Nope.
Anyway.
We're definitely not filming in a hotel conference room with those chairs.
Yeah. Well, Kristi called it, and I was like, yeah, that could be true. And then in the director's cut, he's like, yeah, we hired a
hotel
conference room in a hotel to film all of that thing. And because there was only one white wall, rather than just having one white wall and one not white wall, they wanted it all to be white. So they had the actors change positions to film the... You stupid prick. What difference does it make? Really?
Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to have the sound on that. I'm just trying to decide if this is the announcement that, they have to go to church.
Yes.
I think. And you mentioned it earlier, that in order for them to have their chip work or have money deposited on their chips, then because even though, so they have a universal faith where everyone is loving and open, but then there's a whole bunch of bad things that happen in the world, and the Pope decides it's because people aren't going to church enough.
Yeah.
And so they require everyone attend a Catholic mass, even though they had a universal religion that wasn't based on scripture before.
Yeah, and it's now it's sort of like the Catholic Church, but not quite.
Right.
So when it suits us, we can be anti-Catholic, and in general, we can just be anti anyone else who isn't exactly like us.
Yes. So they're pushing.
It's very convenient for a lazy bigot who can't make films.
Yes. Oh, they're the Pacific Northwest branch of the Congregation of the Defense of the Faith, which is that's a great line.
Amazing title.
As you know.
As you know.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it's not even exposition.
No.
You might as well just have the voice off screen go, they're the Vatican radio police.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So they sent out the Vatican radio police to like find out what the source of the radio is and the language, and then there's a guy who walks around and shouts at people, and then he's got a guy who watches other people work while he shouts at them. I think that's what the blonde man does.
And they're so shit that they, for some reason, think it's the Leap crew, even though it isn't the Leap crew.
Yes, but why they would think it was the Leap crew?
Yeah, who have no
broadcast experience.
Yeah, no broadcast experience. They go to their house and they've got no transmission equipment. So how is that happening? It's God. Who knows?
Yes.
Who cares?
More talking in a room.
More talking in a room. Who is the beast? Vatican City.
Oh.
That's the. In case you didn't get it, they literally spell it out for you. They're saying the Vatican City is the devil.
Right. So.
And this woman whose face is so dead. I mean, she can't act, and her face is so unexpressive. She makes me want to die.
I think she wanted to die while doing this.
Well, she's just some random Pentecostal though. So
that's true.
Not that I'm saying the Pentecostals are backward. But
now apparently she can't operate her shop for some reason, so she's gonna have to shut down because it's getting to be the end times and whatever. And
haircut guy's back.
Yes, he is, with a ball haircut this time.
I mean, actually, but even though he was forced into the fucking film by presumably his parents who own the store, he isn't the worst actor in the film.
No, definitely not. No, there are worse actors. Like this guy going around yelling at people.
Yeah, these dickheads. Oh God.
Oh, all right. Oh yes. So they someone hacked into the Vatican network and put up this shitty video.
Yeah. So they've got a Vatican. This video goes viral apparently. Because again, like I say, in 2011 they had a thing called the internet.
Yes.
It's amazing, crazy times. And it's just him going like, "You need to be good Christians and stuff."
Yeah. Don't you see how blind you are? Read your Bibles. It's so.
Because people in America aren't already Christians somehow. Yeah. Anyway, so they then go. They order.
There's this great. There's this great scene where he says, "Get me the Vatican," and then he hangs up on the Vatican. Can we just do that one again?
Yeah, he just Well, he doesn't even hang up on them. He just goes, "Get me the Vatican," and then instantly they've got the Vatican.
I'll show you.
On the line.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Any idea who's behind it?
Not yet, sir.
Get on it. Somebody get me the Vatican.
Vatican, sir.
Boom. Straight away.
Sir, somebody's hacking to our network.
He just hung up on the Vatican.
Yeah. So the dude, the bloke who works at the Vatican's just like
what?
Instantly answered the phone and then gone, hello, Vatican HQ, and then hung up on him and gone, oh, it's another one of these fucking crank callers. Yeah. Down it goes. Probably one of them fucking Jews again, I reckon.
Also, just the nonstop typing. That's obviously faked typing. Nobody sounds like that when they type.
Trace it.
So that's a kind of
that's what
great
they do.
acting.
All you do is make typey noises, and that shows that you're working.
All right, should we see this amazing, arousing speech that the Vatican has to send out the secret police to deal with?
Yeah,
figure it out.
This is going to bring down the Catholic Church.
All right.
Look at you all. You blindly follow an organization you know nothing about. You say that you're free. I tell you you are slaves. Think for yourselves. Read your Bibles before they're taken from you.
Yeah, think for yourselves and unquestioningly give in to your sky daddy. Because if there's one thing we know about Christianity, it's all about free thinking.
Oh, they really welcome a lot of diversity of thought and opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think for yourself, but read this book, this one book.
Yes.
Okay.
And make sure you think about that the right way.
Beast, and you don't even know it.
Who's this beast?
Vatican City.
Vatican City.
Oh, we're coming up on one of the green screen. It's not quite Fat Ninja green screen
No, it's
yet.
not Fat Ninja's much later in the film, but the green screen, like, I know times have moved on, and like you can get pretty good green screen technology stuff now pretty cheaply. But if you know green screen's so bad, don't use it.
Yeah.
Because it really is awful. Yeah.
Running away.
Dynamic running.
So yeah, dynamic running. There's a lot of that happens in this movie.
Yeah, and then there's a green screen of the wall, I think.
Oh, there's still the wall that's the absolute worst. All right, so we're back in the apartment again. Yep.
Fuck's sake.
They're like uploading their stuff. I guess Ola is supposed to be helping them with the uploads, maybe? I don't really understand it all.
Yeah, who cares?
So it cuts between a room and another room. Another dimly lit room. And yet another
Benedict Cumberbatch is in the film. Oh, no, he's not.
That's West. Another dimly lit room.
His name's Agent West.
It is. And then we get this establishing shot, which I don't even remember where this is. Oh, I guess that's in the that's the
Vatican HQ.
The Pacific Northwest Division of the Defenders of the Faith, or whatever they are.
Yeah. Snappy.
Yes.
Snappy title as the Catholic Church.
Oh, and
they ring up this guy who is clearly heavy metal assassin.
Yes, this guy totally just like has a band on the weekend, but he's got one nice shirt.
He's in a hardcore screamo band on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, so he is the agent sent out to deal. Oh, look, 20,000 hits on that video already.
Well, it's 2011. That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you had 20,000 hits on a video in YouTube in 2011, you were big time.
Yeah.
That's actually true. That's just correct.
Everything, again, super dimly lit for no apparent reason.
Even though they're indoors.
They could turn the lights on.
Yeah.
All right, and here's our great After Effects shot.
And it's daylight.
Yeah.
So how is it that dark inside? Even if you close the shutters.
Yes, there would still be.
Yeah.
All right.
Heavy metal assassin has got a gun, but doesn't use it for no reason.
Instead, he decides to hide his kit and go in and ask some questions. Do you know who these people are? She lies, and he's all right. We're gonna have to watch some of this.
Yeah, then he throws a box.
Yes, there's a lot like in this poorly lit shot. He first starts out. Oh yeah, he kills that kid.
Kills Haircut.
Yeah, and even though he's got a gun, yeah. He just decides
to strangle her, but she's so good at texting that she texts
Flyboy,
Parkour Boy,
Leap Crew,
and then goes, "Okay, help!"
with an exclamation mark.
With an exclamation point. So that's good. That's I like to see well punctuated emergency messaging. Goes there. Oh, hang on. She did.
Yeah, and like instead of trying to, they just she just. Okay, falls over and then
fuck her, she did.
This is going to be this is the other fight scene, basically, right?
It's a fight scene that it's also shit.
Yes, it is pretty much, but it does have the advertised in the trailer cardboard box
on head punch. Look, he gets his head bashed in. Okay, then hang on, there's one point where he throws some a bag of sweets at him or something.
Hey, there's a soup can that Trump was talking about.
There's a box of yeah, exactly. But he's not Antifa. He's fa.
Yeah, he's totally fa.
Anyway, so then there's tins of things or something. There's a box. He takes the box off on his head. Boom, lovely stuff. This is ridiculous.
Hey, go fight in a poorly lit room for a while, and then
and then for no reason. Like he randomly just sort of falls over and they get his arm trapped in the thing.
Yes, that's how they catch him.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they do some sort of weird kinky thing with a knee in the face.
Yes, which he seems to kind of like. And they ask him who he works for or something, and he tells them. And
because that's what heavy metal assassins do. They don't care for your rules.
No, the Congregation for the Defense of the Faith, and then he runs out of the store.
Yeah, and then and it's the other arm. He's holding the wrong arm. It's very strange. And then the arm changes back. And he doesn't know. He doesn't know what arm's fucking broken, the dopey fuck.
Yeah. And we had the audio of him getting hit by a vehicle off scene because
and then you see him like hunched by a car that was clearly parked. She's dead.
Yeah, which I guess is kind of justice because she actually did the killing in the last movie.
It's a different character now, and not just that, but they don't bother like going, "Oh shit, we need to like ring the police." No, they just go, "No, we can't be found around the body," so they just leave her corpse there.
They don't actually check her. She could still, they could do CPR. No, she's just dead.
No, she's dead. So we're just going to leave her dead.
Yeah,
just behind the thing for her parents to find in the morning. That'd be nice. Nice surprise for them. Anyway, so they go back, more fucking talking in the house.
Yeah, in a dimly lit room.
Yeah, you see some unnecessarily gory bit where he pulls some metal out of his fucking hand or something. And that's it.
Oh, now we get the famous one of your sentences.
Yeah, one of my favourite sentences, underarm execution.
Yep, because what you want to do with agents that you've invested a lot of time and money and training in is bring them in and treat them very poorly. And then when they don't give you the answers you want, you just shoot them from under your arm.
Yeah. Just an underarm shot for no reason. Not just that, but you shoot him right in the head and no blood comes out at all. Like, his head would have exploded. Have you ever seen how bullets entering human flesh work?
Apparently not.
Jesus. Anyway, so that happened. So heavy metal assassin gets killed.
Yep.
And then parkour guy goes and puts a transmitter thing somewhere.
Yes, to help boost their video signal or something. I don't quite understand all this.
I don't know.
It's not important.
Really matter.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, Scruffy Twat gets captured. Hello?
Yeah, I thought you had more to say to that, so I used it as a chance to mute myself and drink some water.
Apologies.
That's okay.
Right.
I didn't tell you. I was just trying to sneakily drink a drink off muted, but you caught me out.
Anyway, so Scruffy Twat gets captured by the Catholic Vatican police. The Vatican radio police.
Yes.
And agrees.
Because that makes so much more sense.
It does. It absolutely does. And agrees to play double agent.
Yes.
In exchange for having the chip put in to his arm.
He has to have that.
Yeah, exactly. And not just that, but the great effect here, they put it into him and he puts a little after effect of a puff of smoke coming out of the gun.
Oh, that's right. He does.
For no reason. Amazing stuff.
That's true.
And again, he shows you it's the grain of rice, and it's much bigger than a grain of rice.
Yeah, so watch for the puff of smoke.
Yeah, why is that? Why would that be a thing? That's silly. Anyway, so they do that, and they say, "Oh, you can keep him alive. We won't kill you if you do the double agent thing." So he goes to become part of the Leap crew and inform on them.
Yep, because they're back.
That's the whole point of that.
This parkour group that exercises so much is about as athletic as a sloth. The collective group of them just sit around listening to the radio and looking at the internet, from what I can see.
That's probably all the heroin they take.
Maybe. They left that part out of the movie, but that had a big part in what was going on.
Yeah. So, So here's Scruffy Twat gets a call and it's like, no, you've got to go to the people and infiltrate the group or something. There's the details here on a boat. So he does that, goes home, finds out that the targets are the people,
his friends,
his friends who saved him. He doesn't want to do that to the man who saved him, but he's like, you have to do what I say. Yeah, this movie's fucking shit. Anyway, that's the green screen wall, the obviously green screen wall that isn't real, obviously. Yep. Well, that's a real wall, fake wall. Real walls. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, and I don't know what they're doing in this. Oh, he wants to join the crew, right? Yeah, he has to join the crew to infiltrate them to do the double agent thing. And he's already gotten in because a parkour guy saved his life at the start from those two teenage cops. I actually mixed him up with the guy who got shot in the store. I thought they were the same guy. No, that was Haircut. Haircut got shot in the store. Yeah. This is Scruffy Twat. See? Yeah. I missed that bit. Anyway, because you're not this film is very cerebral. Difficult it's hard to keep up. It's like the Matrix on crack. So they jump over the fake wall. He breaks his ankle, but thankfully you've got my friends now. Yeah, you've got Magic Woman.
Oh, right, this is
fixes his broken leg.
Yeah, she literally just like heals him, and then they just move on. Like that doesn't.
Like, no one goes, "What the fuck? You've got like magic hands. What the fuck?" They just go, "Okay, let's move on."
You just did Jesus stuff. Let's get you to a hospital. Let's see how many people you can heal.
Yeah, exactly. Or let's get this man to a hospital, because even though he feels better, he just broke his leg, so maybe an X-ray at least. See what's going on, you know. No, that's fine. It reminded me a little bit of Iron Sky, actually.
What part?
Well, the bit there, fantastical claims get made, and no one goes, "What?"
If that's true, yes. Like you just did
on the
healing.
moon. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm not going to question that.
Well,
so she does literal, actual, physical, human magic.
Yes, and then they just put her in the kitchen.
Actual magic.
Yeah,
and they go on,
get in the kitchen.
Time for din-dins, love.
Yeah,
you know,
basically.
Like, oh, fuck's sake.
Go in the kitchen and make me something to eat, and we're going to go talk about you in this other room.
Not let's get you to the cancer ward. No, just get in the fucking kitchen.
Let's get you, make you an EMT. Cut vegetables up.
And she's like, well, that is a woman's place, you know. Fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah, because he said he needed a screen. He wanted to extend the screen time, so he just threw in some sexist line about, like, women in the kitchen.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Then he touches another man's leg for some reason. Like, I'd be like, okay, a bit of personal space, lad. Like, we don't really know each other that well.
Yeah.
Your hand is quite close to my cock at this point. Let's move back a little.
So more talking in dimly lit rooms.
Yeah, that's all this fucking film is. Them poorly lit talking shit in one room.
At a time, yes. Yeah, groups of people talking shit in rooms.
And I've got Mormonism equals Nazis equals New Age.
I'm sure that has to, yes.
Because that's literally, this conversation is them going, well, atheists are bad, but the Mormons, they're just like the Nazis, and it's all New Age. Oh, fucking hell. And then I've got this one written down as ninja bathroom scene.
The ninja bathroom scene? Why is that?
Because he just appears out of the dark. Look, he's on his own in the bathroom.
He's looking at his chip.
Fucking creepy parkour twat sneaks up on him out of the dark and is just like, hello. What the fuck is you creepy I could have been taking a shit. The fuck is wrong with you?
Get out of my space. Close the door after.
Look, I mean, it's your apartment, sure, but there's an implied covenant that you've allowed me in. When I go to the bathroom, you leave me the fuck alone. That's private time.
Also, I like the fact that
he's sneak on you when you're jerking one off. Leave me alone.
Got inspirational posters before he goes to take a shit.
I know. Oh God. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, so cut back to the Vatican radio police.
Yep.
No
and
point
then
on
cut
that.
back to the dimly lit room. He's talking. Oh, they're going to get him to be the videographer for their next ministry, where they go shout and insult people in public to try to save them.
Yeah, doing street preaching, the thing that even most Christians are like, oh, that's cringe. Let's not do that.
Hey, Rory Katz, we did the summary of the IMDb film.
It's not Rory Katz. That's a human being pretending to be Rory Katz.
Hey, human being pretending to be Rory Katz. We did the summary at the beginning of the show. I know you joined late, so you might have missed that. Hey, look at that. What happens when you have sunlight and you can light a scene with just natural light? Yeah, you can actually see it.
At no point did he go, I like the lighting in this scene. Because even though it's actually fine. So I've got this written down as needless montage of nut parkour.
Yes. It's more of the basically running up a wall. It's one thing he can do.
They had a montage of well, they had several montages of the montage in the first film without then actually putting that into practice. And this is another example where they're doing nut parkour really. I mean, that's just crawling along a barrier. That's no need for that. There's pavement. You can just walk on that. So there's but then they don't actually put any of it into practice.
Nope.
And I just remember looking at this thinking, well, this is, I mean, they're just asking for emergency dental surgery.
Like literally the most pointless montage ever.
And he slides halfway down a pole and then nearly falls over.
Flyboy can't fly.
Parkour fucking expert. Jesus.
So back at his nice house, I guess he's getting more instructions from the Vatican. Yada, yada, yada. Kill your friends or whatever it's supposed to be. And, oh, yeah, that's right. Then this is the great part where there's a beeping noise going on. I mean, there's a loud beeping noise.
But also, there's just, what I don't quite get this, because there's just look at the composition. It's just the sausages or something.
Yes.
And some chips. Okay. But what's the? Look how awful this shot is. It's just rubbish. Why is this in a film?
Yeah, Rory Katz. We already did that at the beginning of the show. You're just an hour late.
Shut the fuck up, human, pretending to be Rory Katz. Anyway. And then I've got this written down as Wile E. Coyote bomb explosion.
Right, here we go.
It's literally, go back to the actual bomb. Look at how amazingly lifelike this fucking... And it is. It's a Wile E. Coyote thing. Look at that. It's 6 sticks of pretend dynamite that look like the dynamite from the cartoons. That's it. No bomb ever looks like this now. In fact, actually, they find most bombs don't actually tick at all now. They're largely vibrating, which means they check for vibrating things, which often means they find marital aids in suitcases. Well, that's what they refer to, sex toys, in people's luggage, because they accidentally turn on in the thing, and they have to check because most bombs now vibrate. So they check for what the vibration is, and it's often just a dildo that's gone rogue.
Yes. Take your batteries out before you fly,
Which must
people.
be, I mean, in a way, good because you get to go on the plane rather than being arrested for being a terrorist, but also must be pretty mortifying in its own way.
Well, or you can also be like, yeah, that's right. I'm going off with this person and we've got a dildo. Don't you wish you were us?
Well, you can do, but it's a tense situation. Potentially, you've got terror. You've got you're in a room thinking, well, there might be a cavity surge involved here. I'm not sure I'm really down for this. Oh, okay. And now everyone knows you've got a dildo in your bag.
Well, just the people in the room, and the people who you bought it from, and the people you use it with.
True. Good point.
All right.
Anyway, so Scruffy Twat nearly gets blown up by a Wile E. Coyote bomb. I don't know if at any point they had it in the script for him to run into a brick wall or something. And there's that amazing explosion, which when we watched the trailer for this, my jaw dropped to the floor. I thought there's no way they put that in the film. They did.
Yep. Even El Director said that maybe wasn't the best edited.
Which tells you something because he's full of himself. Anyway, it's Luke again, sir, the guy who should be dead, but he isn't dead.
Because when people try to kill you by blowing up your house, what you do is you call them to let them know it didn't work. That's a smart thing to do.
And then you go, what happened? Like he's going to go, oh, sorry about that. That was an accident.
Actually says, why are you trying to kill me?
Well, because they're secret evil Vatican radio police.
Yep.
What else would they be doing?
All right. So what is this? I think he, admit what he's done or something? Oh, yeah,
Hang on. Green screen fat ninja.
Yes, coming up now. It's coming up now.
Guys, let's do this. People, listen up. We have a message for you.
Listen to us.
There he is.
You've all been forced to go to sanctioned churches, correct?
Our message to you is simple. God cannot be forced on anyone. You have to choose to love God. And you who are going along with this chip garbage are going against God, not with him.
The Vatican is the beast of revelation. By going along with the scheme, you are following the devil. And when Judgment Day comes, you will be destroyed.
Read your Bible, put your faith in Christ, and turn away from the beast.
Oh, God.
When he put the thing of the mask over his mouth.
No.
That was the best.
Just, oh, God. So there's then a chase scene where the parkour guy and Scruffy Twat are being chased by green screen fat ninja.
Yes.
What a sentence that is. Fucking hell. Anyway, then a scene I can't even remember. I've got written down as Russian angel leads them to safety.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They're running along, and someone pops out of the street and is like, "Follow me." Yeah. They follow him. That's basically it. Oh, there's a lot of running.
There's a lot of running here. You've got parkour guy and Scruffy Twat being chased by green screen fat ninja, and the rest of the other three, run into a Russian angel.
Yes.
Who you don't know is an angel, you just think it's a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he leads them to safety by just running to a different part of town or something, and then disappears. So they assume he's an angel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a miracle.
Yeah,
I don't know
green
why
screen
he's
fat
trying...
ninja catches Scruffy twat.
Tries to break his pinky finger.
Yeah, nearly knocks him out on a plastic bin. And then there's a weird shit fighty punch scene thing.
And when he
and
hits
then
the
hits his
ball
head on the concrete thing.
Yeah.
He's dead, probably.
Probably. Just like most people, he's just
cholesterol. Cholesterol build-up, I imagine. Anyway, but even though that's not where they injected the thing, it was into his forearm. It's now in his hand, which suggests they are not safe medical implants.
No. It tends to travel.
Green Screen Fat Ninja isn't dead. He's got him in a headlock.
Woo!
Like a
Very
serpent.
exciting. They've got the young leaders in custody. No, they just have some random twats.
I had no idea Carl had a cameo in the movie.
Here's that was the blonde, the Russian angel.
Yeah, Russian angel.
Leading them to safety.
Who isn't Yuri from the previous film, but looks a bit like him, and is Eastern European. Mm-hmm. But he's actually technically a different actor, so I'll give them that. Anyway, yeah, so that's... And then apparently he disappears.
Yeah, he's like, I was sent to guide you safely. You're the only people willing to spread the truth, blah, blah, blah. And then they look and like, who is this guy? And he just disappears. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. He has to have an exposition dump first. That's the other thing. Just validate that they're not off their rockers. And, he's gone.
Yeah. Even though you'd still see, because like they didn't turn in the opposite direction. They looked at each other. So you would still see what had happened to him at the corner of your own eye, but they look at him as if, whoa, what happened there? And then the best piece of green screening that's ever existed in the history of mankind.
Being in the holding cell.
Yeah, so green screen fat ninja clearly choked him out or whatever. Yeah. And then he gets put in prison. And then there's this other woman. Now, we've never seen her before. Who is she?
Oh, don't you want to know?
It's Crystal, the woman who shot her from before, even though we saw her, the actress who played her in the fucking thing earlier, they reshot the bits from the other film.
Not all of them, though.
Well, not all of them, because that was clearly the original woman.
Yep.
But then, look, this other woman is now reshot in the old film. But they had the original actress from that. It doesn't make any fucking sense. My head hurts. Anyway. So we're led to believe that this is now the woman who isn't that person.
Yeah, they had to do that Crystal just to make it clear. Like, we know we thought the other one was Crystal, but actually this is Crystal. Let us show you.
Which is so confusing because they already have that actress. They didn't have. There's no need. I don't care if there's a scheduling problem. It's wank. And not just that, but look at the green screen here. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon. It looks like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, no, it doesn't even look like a cartoon because at least there is some depth to those scenes. That's clearly just them sat next to a wall.
Also, let's just point this out too. Yes, it's supposed to be them sat next to a wall, but it just looks like it's an animation wall.
Well, not just that, but in a prison cell where, the construction methods are clearly not great because there are huge, significant cracks in that wall.
Yes,
that's not good.
Not good concrete work there.
No.
But she tries to convince Shane that she didn't kill Tina. It was her partner, even though we fucking watched her shoot Tina in the fucking back. And everybody in the movie, at the end of the first Leap movie, was like, it was Crystal who killed Tina.
Yeah, and not just that, but he forgives her completely, even if we assume he genuinely believes it was her partner for some other reason, you still both kidnapped us at gunpoint.
Yeah.
So the fact that ended up being a murder and nearly murdering me, that's still on you.
Quite.
You kidnapped us at gunpoint, you crazy bitch. Get the fuck away from me. The fuck? Wait, but now they're back together because she's now a Christian as well, even though she was a militant atheist before.
That's the other thing. She converts to Christianity. He's like, all right,
and look, I will tap it because it's good Christian poon. So
then there's this
door that's clearly an actual door, not like an MS Art paint project. Look at this. Oh my God.
It looks like they're in an animation.
It is, because they are.
Yes, true. Very, very true. And the lighting is terrible. Again, it's just so flat.
And then, so they're clearly green screen. Look when they cut back to like a real hallway in a second. There you go. It's so lifelike, people. Seriously, it didn't take me out of the story at all because there isn't a story to be taken out of.
No, and now we're back to dimly lit scenes.
Yeah, and not just that, but you'll notice in the background, consistency again. The writing that we saw him rub out earlier for the weird numerology bit is back again.
The Vicar of Christ thing wasn't on there, huh?
Yep. Yeah, so we now get Scruffy Twat who gets pulled in again, and there's another. Oh God, they changed the actress. Does he kill him here? I haven't noted it down.
Don't. Oh.
Yeah, kills him.
Oh yeah, he kills a kid.
Another weird execution for no reason. That with a tiny gun execution.
Yeah. He's out of control, this guy. Oh, there's a whole subplot where his subordinate is conspiring with Home Office or the headquarters to take him out if he needs to take over if he's getting out of hand.
Indeed so. We then got Miracle Ankle Scar Cure / Conversion.
Yes. So Crystal the murderer and liar and kidnapper shows up. And everyone's like, oh.
Oh, okay. Well, if Parkour Guy says you're cool, I'll ignore the fact that I've only known you as a murderer before.
Oh, yeah, and they managed to escape from these Keystone Cops as well.
Yeah.
That was it. It was a miracle from God. Oh, thank God.
How does that happen? I can't even remember. Does someone get a text or something?
I don't even know.
Have I misremembered that?
I was so distracted by the drawing.
Sky has fucked me, so I don't know what's going on anymore.
I was so distracted by the animation effects. I'm like, what is going on here? Why are they in a cartoon?
Yeah. And now it's back. Look behind.
Yes, you're right. The text.
Yeah.
Yes.
The text
continuity.
is back.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. You can see which days they shot what.
Amazing continuity there. Well done, guys.
Oh, yeah, because the whole miracle thing, right, that she did before, remember?
Yeah. She's got a scar, right? So there's a scar on the leg.
Actually, that's El Directo's leg, as we learned.
Exactly, that's his leg. He's got, I pointed this out. He's one of the great leg actors of all time. Look at it. This is like...
Look at him shaking.
That's some Oscar Best Picture leg work right there. Anyway, so she's able to heal scars and broken bones, and everyone's just like, oh, that's awesome, cool.
Yeah, okay. But again, no one's like, hey, should we tell other people? Could she help a lot of sick people? No. They're just like, get back in the kitchen.
Yeah, except that's genius. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, if I met someone like that, I'd be like, that's fucking incredible. We need to get to, firstly, we need to get you to like a cancer ward or something, or the kids ward. And then we need to get the Randy Foundation, James Randy Foundation in touch, because there's $1 million coming our way.
Yes.
So
win-win.
Yes. Sick people get better. We're $500,000 each up. Yeah, I'm taking $500,000. I know it's your skill, but I'm the one getting in touch with James Randy, so shut up.
And then she becomes a Christian by putting her head on his knee.
We'll call it a finder's fee. Yeah.
All right. So now Crystal's magically a Christian, even though she's murdered. Oh, and then the cops come.
Look at the acting there. It's amazing.
Acting.
Acting with a K.
Yeah. Look at this. They're coming this way. We have to leave. It takes a little while to get going.
But no one actually leaves until Parkour Guy gets up.
No, they just sit around until then.
Why are they fucking simping for Parkour Guy? Ridiculous. Anyway. And they run past.
And look at how much the camera moves.
Yeah, I know. We learn he did have a tripod.
Yes,
because I kept carrying it in his fucking hand with the camera. What's the point of the tripod then, you dopey bastard?
Yeah, so he told the story where, because I was complaining that he was, not using a tripod, but he described how he had a tripod, he'd set up his camera, and then he'd carry it around leaning against his shoulder, and then he would film like that. I'm like, dude, we were just like, put the fucking
tripod down.
Put it down.
It's literally meant to stabilize the camera and keep it in place. You carrying it defeats the object of the fucking tripod.
Yes.
If anything, it makes it worse, because at least when it's in your hand, you can manipulate it correctly. Mm-hmm. Whereas now you've just got it on a stick.
And he was really proud of himself that he would put on rollerblades for the running shot. And
fucking hell. Anyway, so they literally narrowly escape fucking Keystone Cops IRA here, who turn up, boot the door down, even though apparently it was already open. That makes sense, I suppose, because it is his door. Technically, it's where he lives. And they're gone.
And this guy was shit on his face for no reason.
Just because they're in the jungle.
Yes, apparently the urban jungle.
just in Spokane, Washington.
Yes.
Okay.
Then they do a bunch of day for night shots.
Yeah, obviously day for night. ridiculous. Breaks the window, steals a car.
Yeah, the good Christian.
Good Christian behavior.
Who was yelling at one guy for stealing like some bars of food.
Then green screen as fuck.
Protein bars, I should say.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure one of the 10 main rules is that you shouldn't steal shit.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay because they're good Christians. You can choose. Then shoots him, and there's blood on the camera.
Because he's like, oh, you've gone out of control. This is whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So his underling shoots Agent West, and there's literally blood on the camera. Look,
it's like a video game.
Yeah, it's like fucking Resident Evil. Amazing. Dime Store Rambo. Yeah, absolutely.
It casually executes their boss, and people are like, okay, this is just where I work right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Exactly. This is a safe work environment. I'm happy with this. I mean, but you've got to think of the medicals, you know?
The benefits,
It comes
the
with
insurance.
dental.
So, the co-pays are super low.
We're not talking basic dental. We're talking proper fillings and root extractions. It's brilliant. Amazing. You can get your family in on it. Oof. Anyway, so they then track up a mountain for no reason to find the thing which isn't there, and then the director's there.
Yes. That's basically what happens at the end, is they go looking for the radio station tower. They run into this fucking guy who goes, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing up there.
Yeah, that's literally the director of the film.
And it is. You'll be able to see him live and in person.
With his dog. Oh, God. Pause. This broke my fucking brain, right? In the director's cut version of it, in the most Alan Partridge thing since the last Alan Partridge thing he said about the Asians not being backward, but he says, that's me in the thing and with the dog. That dog died in a house fire.
Oh, yeah.
That just out of nowhere, no build up, no like, oh, you know, this is a sad story. Just went, yeah, that dog died in a house fire.
Just gonna drop that on you.
Like, for fun. And I just felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. I was like, oh, so that nice. I was thinking, that's a cute dog. Oh, that dog's dead. That dog burnt to death. Brilliant. Fucking Christ.
Or smoke inhalation, hopefully. But
well, probably, yes. But he went up. Either way, it's decidedly more crispy than is ideal at this point, right?
Yeah, he just threw that in his commentary. Like, dude.
God, it blew my brain. I just thought,
how are you engaged?
Yeah, exactly. How has that happened? Yeah.
I would imagine she's a Christian and she had to settle.
Well, I'm imagining she was ordered.
Possibly.
Off of the internet. Because we know he likes the internet, so...
Yes,
you know.
Uses it a lot.
Yeah, so anyway.
There's no tower up there. And like...
Yeah, so basically, I think they're setting up that it's God doing it or something.
And that's it.
To be continued, and I just wrote down non-cliffhanger ending.
Yes, the most non...
It's not a cliffhanger. That's nothing.
And that's it.
That's the end of the film.
They blew like 20 grand on that.
Yeah, clearly he can only use one font. So that happened. Absolutely wank. Terrible film.
So we topped this off by watching the director's commentary. So we sat through it again, but longer.
Yeah. Amazing.
Do better things in your life. Don't make our mistakes.
Replying. I did go away. Sorry, there's someone in my
Twitch
chat being a twat. Anyway, which is surprising because usually people on the internet are really calm and romantic. 0 dropped frames.
Nice, very nice.
Which is fucking sick.
All right, we're gonna do the rankings. It's become kind of a thing. Now I've
forgotten what movies we've done.
White Chicks, Zardos, Leap, Parkour, Leap, Rise of the Beast, and I think the director's commentary has to go in there as well.
Oh no, because we haven't done that. You can't put the director's commentary in there. That's silly. We haven't done that. Well, we watched it, but that was like an extra. That was just a bit of fun. Okay, so what are the criteria?
Oh, well, whatever you want.
I'm giving this.
Oh yeah, how many leaps are you giving this?
I'm giving this 0 random Pentecostals out of 10.
How many green screen fat ninjas?
I'm giving it 0 green screen fat ninjas out of 10. This is wank.
This was worse than the first movie. How is that possible?
It was worse than the first movie. Did we have the worst movie? What was the official ranking? Are you keeping a list of where the rankings are?
No, I think it changes every time. But I think it's gone. I think it's gone White Chicks, Zardos, Leap, Parkour, and I think that next under that we would put Rise of the Beast.
Rise of the Beast, yeah. I think so.
I could.
Not just that, but it's. I mean, are we going recency bias with this?
No,
because it's getting worse every time.
No,
and the next one, trust me, is the worst.
No, it's not the worst. I totally disagree.
Is.
No, no.
We're gonna have our first bit of controversy on trash movies.
White chicks.
Oh, I thought that was me. I was trying to fucking get rid of the notepad thing. I was like, well, how did I click on that? I wasn't even touching the mouse.
We'll have to have an official list, but
okay, white chicks.
Yeah.
Zardoz.
I forget how to spell it, and then I just go Wizard of Oz. All right, then leap, parkour.
Where's the Y in Wizard of Oz?
What?
You said you spelt it Zardoy.
Oh, Zard. Isn't that Zardoz? No, that was right.
Yeah. No, you put Zardoy initially, and you went, I forget how to spell it. And I was like,
that's because the Y and the Z on the German keyboard are swapped around from the English. So when I use a German keyboard,
fuck you, Germany.
I have to use a different place for the
See, first the Second World War, now this.
Yes.
What is wrong with you, Germany?
Also, the Americans put their @ sign in a different place, and they have it on the British keyboard as well. They have it over
first the fucking genocide of the Native Americans, and now this. America, what is wrong with you?
All right, Rise
at Beast.
And I'm going to capitalize Beast.
Because you're wrong.
Because I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
And I think I'm going to end up putting Iron Sky second, right after White Chicks.
Oh, no. Well, it's been a fun ride, but this is the end of the happy hour. It's all right.
You're going to have to convince me why it's worse than Rise of the Beast.
You're going to say it's worse than Zardoz.
No.
You're saying it's a better film than Zardoz.
Oh, Zardoz was just a mind trip. This one actually had a plot and some cultural references.
Did it?
And I'd have to. Well, we can debate it next time. So
but I mean,
All right. So this is the current running tab. I will save it here on the
I don't know.
Desktop.
Well, we're gonna have. I can't see this gap being bridged.
Well, we'll have to have two lists then.
Yeah, we're going to have 2 lists.
I'll keep mine on mine, and you can keep yours on yours.
Oh, well, I will forget. There'll be films missed off. It'll be a nightmare. I'll accidentally delete it or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Why do I keep this on here?
Yeah, exactly. Right. What's trash films? I don't know what that is. Get rid of that.
There we go. Yeah. It's all sorted now. There you go. Trash films. I'll put it over by the chat so I remember. There you go. It's by the chat now.
Okay, well, there we go. This was
this was a thing.
I can't believe that as shit a film that was. I'm glad we got that out of the way first, so now I can be like, okay, Iron Sky, which we'll do that next week at some point. But that is, boy howdy.
Maybe I just maybe I was drunk the first time I saw it, so I had more fond memories of it, and it wasn't as hostile as you are.
Probably, but it's just because it's Nazis, so you'd think there'd be like a level. Well, either you have to get. There's 2 ways you can take a Nazi story. Either you go crazy out there comedy like the producers or some shit, right? Where you're just obviously making fun of Nazism, right? Or you go relatively serious with it, too extremely serious, like Schindler's List or whatever. Whereas this is kind of knockabout comedy-esque Nazi stuff, but with whiteface.
Well, okay, there is the whiteface. I'll grant you the whiteface. The whiteface is a thing that happens. But I think that the larger, having watched it back again, one of the things that I noticed was the way that it made the point that political rhetoric is actually can be seen as bad in one situation, but identical language can be seen as virtuous in the other. But we'll talk a little bit more on this when we get to the Iron Sky video.
My overarching point will be this. Pound for pound, or dollar for dollar, because they're both American films, I suppose. Leap. I think the reason the difference is, right, technically speaking, Iron Sky is a well put together film.
It's actually.
It looks like a proper actual.
It was funded by like some EU Arts Council or something.
It's some shit like it had a bit of money behind it. Clearly, there's like CGI
and Finland
Iron Zeppelins
and Finland was behind it.
Yeah. Indeed, Finland was behind it. Finland get a little nod during the film. Anyway, as indeed does North Korea. Amazing stuff. But if for the budget, if you take shitness per dollar spent, right?
Yeah.
I would say Iron Sky is worse. It could be so much better given the money involved.
I think that watching Rise of the Beast has put a real rosy pair of memory glasses for Lee Parkour on you, on your brain.
Possibly.
And you're remembering only the bits that you enjoyed and not how shit it was for the rest of the time.
I know all of these films are wank. I'm not for a second trying to defend either of the Leap films. They are genuinely awful. But like they do an entire thing where obviously the Nazis are supposed to be the bad guys in Iron Sky, but at no point does it even reference the Holocaust. I don't think at all.
No, I don't think it does. But
so
let's.
It's just,
can we save this conversation for the?
Okay, yeah, okay. That I can imagine that conversation. That show's going to run and run, people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Especially with all of the screenshots Kevin's going to do.
Yes, I'm looking for. Well, all I'll say is, Black to the Future.
Hey, what's your kilobytes per second right now?
1,043.
Oh, that's really good. Mine's at 3,002.
Okay. Well, yeah, you've got better internet. I don't think has anyone ever thought otherwise.
I just thought I would lord it over you again. I just thought I'd use my broadband privilege and just rub it in your face.
Well, all you're doing there is just being a bougie fuck.
Yeah.
So.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah.
Let's until I guess the Iron Sky review or the next happy hour, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, thank you guys for stopping by in the chat. I hope you enjoyed watching this, even though it took us 15 minutes to get going, but we eventually did get there. And Kevin burped, which is super nice.
I did. You're very welcome.
Yes. So until the next happy hour or the movie review, trash films, or trash movies, I should say, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Kevin. Say goodbye, Kevin.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Hey, that was pretty simple. Did the bit.
Yeah. Kevin is pretty